Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Akashic Business Wisdom Show with me, Natasha Nicole Harris. Here to chat to you today about the goddess energy and how we're going to bring this into business. So, welcome to those of you that join me weekly. Welcome to those who've never joined me before. Just to give you a little bit of information about who I am, I'm Natasha Harris, and I'm an intuitive business mentor, activator, and healer, working with the Akashic records and the ancient wisdom of them to support people to taking their business to the next level of leadership and impact. So I'm really excited to talk about this topic of the goddess energy and how we can bring this into business, because it's such an important element of it. And whether you vibe with the word goddess or not, bear with me, because I will explain a little bit more about it. This is a really, really juicy topic, and how we really marry the different energies of who we are into business. And so really for me, what the goddess energy is all about is really about being here to make a difference. It's about really making a stand that you have a burning desire to do something really different in the world. You're here to activate the new paradigm, the new earth energies, to do things differently now, because we are so tired and fed up with the old paradigm and the old ways of doing things that are all about push, hard work, effort, burnout, all of these kind of things. And you really know that deep down inside you, there really is a different way to do things. And you want to be able to pull that to the forefront of how you do business, how you elevate yourself, how you take your business to the next level of leadership and impact. And you bring in those clients that you love working with, that elevate you, excite you, bring you more energy, do not deplete you, and do not drain you and leave you exhausted and tired and not knowing how you're going to get up and do it again the following day. This is the difference between the goddess energy. It's the power within, and each one of us, regardless how you think about sexuality or how you identify, it doesn't matter. It's about the desire and the burning desire within you that is energizing rather than depleting. And it's a very different energy. You have the wisdom within you that you want to bring to the forefront of everything you want to do. You're here to leave a legacy, and you are here to make a huge difference in the world and with your clients and with the things that you do. This is all about success and freedom, not just hard work and then bringing about success. So this sometimes can feel like real masculine energies. It's like about hard work, push, drive, struggle, strive, getting up and doing all the hours that God sends to make us successful. The old paradigm that we have all been brought up to, thinking that success means you have to do more. I'm going to show you and tell you a little bit about something different, where actually less is more every single time that we do something. So this isn't about bringing in that push, that drive, those masculine energies. It's more tapping into the beautiful feminine energetics, but how we do both, because both are so important. We have to find that balance of how we bring in the action, the drive, the things that we want to do, plus allow ourselves to go a bit slower, to lean back, to be in the wisdom of things. And that together, the masculine energy of action and the feminine energy of wisdom and leaning back and quietness and stillness, how we bring those two together to create the goddess within. It's the power we hold within us. We all hold that energy, and that's what's so incredible and beautiful. So I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions about how you can identify with that, to not really allow yourself to think of it as feminine and masculine, but just different flavors, different qualities, the yin, the yang, the light, the darkness, those kind of energies, of however you connect with them. For me, it just feels like, nature has those feminine energies and those masculine energies, and how we bring those together. So when we're in the mode of busy, doing more, pushing, creating hard work, doing more, it feels like we never have enough time. It feels like we're never doing enough, that we're never we're never getting enough results either, and it's exhausting. Either we're successful and the direction our energy is going. If you're pushing really hard in your business, you might be getting results in your business, but you're exhausted, you're tired, your family life is suffering, your health is suffering, your relationships are suffering, everything. We can have it all. There is nothing that you can't have. No thing is too much. We can have everything that we desire, plus have a beautiful, successful business, and bringing those beautiful, amazing qualities into where you are. So if you're watching the replay, type #replay. Let me know if you've got any questions, tag me. This is just like a really amazing, incredible, juicy way of understanding how we can do things differently in business, how we can bring in the business energetics of how we do everything. So it has this beautiful duality and balance of the different energies that we bring into it. This is really, really key. And slowing down is a big, big part of it. This is something I've been talking to a lot of my clients around. And it's really, and something that's really been very much at the forefront of for me, and in my business and in my life as well. So this is really, really key. This is something that when I used to teach mindfulness more, that I was really teaching this idea of slowing down. And I can really slow down very, very well, but I have a huge amount of drive because I have this burning desire within me to create and do things differently, and to create and manifest things in the world. We can only create and manifest results through action, but that action needs to be aligned. It doesn't need to be hard work. It doesn't need to be push. It doesn't need to be more. It's about the action that we take that is divinely guided through our wisdom, our innate ability to slow down, open up the channels to the divine wisdom, to listen to the nuances. What feels right? What feels aligned? What feels congruent? What feels like I want to do this? This sparks me up. This gives me energy and joy. So slowing down can feel really counterintuitive. So if that feels really counterintuitive to you, just leave a comment like, do you slow down? How much of the day are you kind of getting up in the morning and your whole day is about speeding up, getting as much done as you possibly can throughout the day, so you can tick off all those things to the to-do list? You collapse into bed at night and fall asleep, and then you get up and you do that again in the morning, like the next day. Like, if you identify with that, let me know in the comments. It's really, really counterintuitive to think, if I want to get more done, I want to slow down. But it really does truly work, because speeding up and doing things depletes our energy. It overwhelms us. It leaves us completely exhausting. We never feel good enough. We never feel we're achieving enough. And we slip into this negative spiral of self-worth, that we don't believe we're worthy of doing things. We don't believe we're worthy of creating things. We don't believe we're worthy of receiving things, because we never feel good enough. And this energy is so debilitating. It's so depleting, and it never, ever helps us and supports us to expanding our energy, expanding our business, getting better results, bigger results, more results. It's about the slowing down. Because as we slow down, what we actually do is create a little bit of space. And when we tap into that beautiful flow energy, it's more about listening. It's more about attuning to what we need to hear, what we want to do, how do we want to do it. And we get signs, and we get inspiration, we get wisdom channeling through, we get all sorts of ideas that come through in that space. But when we're pushing really, really hard, and we're going and we're busy, those things are just annoying little noises. When we keep getting nudged to slow down, to do something, to take some time out, to go for a walk, to go and sit down and have a cup of tea, we don't listen, because we're like, oh, I haven't got time for that. I haven't got time to do that. I haven't got time to listen. I'm too busy. This is too important. And we miss the biggest opportunities that will leapfrog us, that will quantum leap us into the next level of our business and who we are and what we're becoming. It stops us from creating that expansion and calibrating to that what we desire. It is absolutely key that we slow down. And I see it time and time again, that when I slow down a little bit, when I take my foot off the gas and off the accelerator, things happen, because I slow down and I can open up this channel and I can listen. I can hear the messages that want to come through from the divine, from the goddess energy, from the divine feminine, from our innate wisdom that we all hold within us. And that's how we create magnificent and incredible results going forwards. That is truly how we do it. It's not by speeding up. It's not from the things that we've been told to do. Doing more is going to create more success. The harder we work, the more successful we'll become. What we become is more exhausted, more burnt out, more resentful, more misaligned. We impact our relationships in a negative way. We impact our health and well-being in a negative way. Our mental well-being, our emotional well-being, and our spiritual well-being, as well as our physical. So we really need to start to learn how to slow down. This is really what leads to burnout if we don't do it. We disconnect from everything. We disconnect, most importantly, from ourselves and who we are. And we disconnect from the important messages and the wisdom that we're all connected to. When we slow down, we receive so many pearls of wisdom. So many pearls of wisdom. But we have to listen. When we're nudged and we're guided, we need to slow down. I was listening to a podcast this morning on my walk, and I was really fired up by it. It was really exciting, was really great. And then I kind of got back and I sort of was back on my loop, and I just heard, you need to turn that off now. And I was like, well, I'm just kind of enjoying this. And you're having these little conversations with yourself. You can all identify with that. And I was like, well, I'm kind of enjoying it. I really want to keep in this vibe. And I just kept hearing, turn it off, put it away, don't listen to anymore. And I thought, okay, fine, that's interesting. And I stopped and I started to hear the birds and I started to connect with my surroundings more deeply. And I created a bit of space and I channeled something. I channeled something that felt really, really important, which is going to be about my next 5-day challenge that's going to be coming up in a couple of months. And it was like, that was the next level. It was the thing that I've been waiting for. What's the next thing that I want to create and share and bring together in my business for people to really elevate and calibrate to what their next level is? And there was something that just landed. It was a piece of the jigsaw. I'd been kind of like, looking around. I was like, oh, is it over here? Is it over there? Keeping myself busy to do it. And it came to me in 5 minutes as I just listened to that intuition to turn the podcast off and to be in the space. And I hear this time and time and time again from my clients who say, I just was like guided to go have a shower, I was guided to go lay down, I was guided to go and sit and have a cup of tea, and something dropped in. And now I feel excited, I feel invigorated, I've got a bit more clarity, and I'm just going to go and see what evolves from that. This is where we create the magic. This is truly where we create the quantum leaps. It's in the slowing down. It's where we create more alignment. And sometimes that takes time, depending on how far out of alignment you've stepped. It takes some time to come back and integrate, come back towards that self-knowledge, that self-assurity, that realization of that self-worth, that you are worthy of taking that next step and being in that energy. This is where things happen more effortlessly. Joy doesn't come from hard work and effort. When we're in those pure moments of joy, they just happen. And we have to capture those. They don't come from the hard work. This is the same in business. And I know that doesn't seem like what we've been told time and time again, but it truly is. Less is more every single time, without fail. This is how we create magic in our lives. This is how we create those quantum leaps, those incredible next steps, how we get the wisdom of what to do next. And as we tap into that more and more, the more we're able to create, the more wisdom that comes through, the quicker we create a program, the quicker we create an offer, the quicker we create something that feels in absolute alignment, that feels exciting to be able to put out into the world and offer it. People go, oh, what's that? That feels exciting. That feels something I want to connect with. It's not about being the perfect goddess figure by only laying back and doing nothing. It's about doing less. And then the bits that you do, the action you take, are so fully, beautifully, wonderfully aligned to your mission, your goal, the legacy that you want to leave, the burning desire you have to change the world. They come easier. They come more effortlessly. They come more easily to you. And putting it out into the world feels like joy, feels like pleasure, feels like excitement. And that's how we build on the energy of more, by doing less but more of what's aligned, more of what feels good, more of what feels effortless, it feels more fun, feels more joyful. This is how we do it. This is how we create a business that is aligned to the love, fun, joy, expansion of what we want to create. Take time to listen to the wisdom. It's always there. But if you don't listen to it, you cut off that channel, that open connection that you have that's consistently there with source. This is how you bring in the goddess energies into your business, by slowing down, by marrying up the beautiful listening, quiet space, being with you, and then taking action. Those two have to go hand in hand. It's about bringing and marrying those two different energetic qualities, that we bring about this fire that we have within us, this beautiful quality that will not stop until we've got there. This is how we create what we want to going forward. This is the beauty of living a full and wonderful life, doing what we love, bringing it out into the world, sharing it with people. This is how we do it. When we slow down, we invite that energy in. We invite the possibilities in. Everything is possible. There are no impossibilities. Those are just the limits we put on ourselves. There are infinite possibilities that exist. Are we willing to slow down and listen and think and be in that energy and wonder what it's like and be in that space of curiosity? That's where the magic happens. It truly, truly is. This is where it all lays. So let me know if you've got any questions. If you're watching the replay, type #replay. This is kind of a lifelong mastery that we come to. Finding that balance of how we slow down and how we take action, how we open up the channels to listen and how we take aligned action. And at different points in our lives, they will be different. Balance will be different. Sometimes you'll need to do less, and the bits that you do are very, very small little steps, because that's all you have the energy for when you have other things that are going on in your life that are challenging. And then there'll be other times where things are like going beautifully. It's plain sailing. You're rifting on the energy of more, and it feels easy and effortless. But when you come against a bump and something's challenging, it doesn't mean to say that you've fallen off the wagon. It just means you have to readjust and reevaluate what that balance and that beautiful balance is for you, given the life circumstances that you are experiencing and that you are going through right now. This is how we tap into the goddess energies in our business, by knowing that that balance is always shifting and changing and recalibrating to it, but knowing that you're always on that energy of coming up to creating something new. You might just need to take a breath, and that'll be the breath that you need to build a little bit more momentum, and something else comes to you and you're like, oh, that's what it is, that was felt a little bit misaligned because I've changed. I'm different. Something about me has to change and different. Something about the way I do things has to change and be different. We are constantly evolving and growing. We can't keep doing the things that we were doing if we constantly want evolution and growth and expansion and create more success in our business. Because in order to create new and bigger results and have more impact, we have to change. We have to calibrate to the frequency of where that is. So the things we have to do have to change. They have to be in alignment. And you'll only get the messages of what that needs to be when you slow down and take a breather. This is some of the most tricky things to get in business, But this is the magic. This is the magic sauce. This is the magic sprinkles, that when we really truly get this, when we really truly understand what this is about, things change for us. We can navigate the balance shifts that we need to create in our business. Slow down a bit more, speed up a little bit more, but there's always a balance. It's never flat foot to the floor to exhaustion that we have to go, oh, now I've got nothing left. Now I have to go hide in a hole and then find the energy to start again. That's not what this is about. It's a beautiful balance. It's a weighing scale. Sometimes it'll tip a little bit that way and a little bit that way, but it's never like that. If we're like that, we're doing something wrong. That's not what we're here to experience. That's not the joy we're supposed to bring to our life and our business. That's exhausting, and it affects every aspect of our lives, our relationships, our health and well-being, as I've said already. So this is about really creating this balance for yourself. It's not just about slowing down and taking your foot completely off. What is the balance that you need right now, given where you are at in your business in this very moment? Tap into that. Bring in this power energy that you hold within, what I would like to call the goddess energy, and communicate with them, with that energy within you, with her, with them, with whoever that is, with that energy, and ask, what is that balance I need right now? This today, in this moment, this week, given this life circumstances, where do I need to shift that balance to that beautiful balance of slowing down or speeding up a little bit? Where am I creating enough time to slow down? In meditation, if that's where it comes, going walking in nature, if that's where it comes for me. Where is that for you? Allow that to be at the forefront. So that's all I wanted to mention today and talk about today. It's a really juicy topic. And if this resonates with you, then on the last Wednesday of every month, I run my Goddess Entrepreneur masterclasses, which is really tapping into the business energetics of creating the business that you love, that you want to tap into, that you for impact and leadership, but also for freedom in your life and business. Because this is the balance that we're looking for. So these are 1 hour long masterclasses. They're not just my quick 20-minute lives, just jumping in with a little bit of wisdom to share with you. Come and sign up. The link is in the bio, is in the post, or wherever you're watching this. If you're not following me on all channels, come and join me on YouTube. Watch previous shows. Come and join me on Facebook, on Instagram, using either the handle at Natasha Nicole Harris or Mind, Body, Soul, Energy. You'll find me on all those platforms. Come and join me on LinkedIn as well. You'll see me there. And we can share the business wisdom, bringing in these beautiful balance of energies of divine feminine, of divine masculine, of yin, yang, however you want to bring it, light, darkness, moon, sun, whatever that is. So, and if you're interested in working with me and knowing how that works, just send me a DM. Links are in the post. And if you want an Akashic reading, this is all being divinely guided by the Akashic records, something that I beautifully weave into the work I do with my clients, my one-to-one mentoring year-long programs or 6-month programs. And let me know if you've got any questions. Comment here what questions come up for you around this energy, and I will see you again next week, where we're doing an angel card reading, just to tap into your own divine wisdom so that you can really bring that to the forefront and listen to the messages that you need to hear. So we're creating that moment of quietness next week. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.